No, I'm Dwayne. What I find interesting is, because you know, we're among unclean spirits with the code of telepathy that they have given out to masses of people. So they are able to replicate your thoughts. So if you just got through making a sentence or doing a video, they can replay mentally part of that video visually, send a visual, whatever they, a visual face, a visual of of whatever mentally. It's not your visual, and they are not your thoughts. They were your thoughts, but they were replicated. It was repeated like a recorder. Dwayne, it doesn't, when I realize it doesn't even bother me. Even like say, for instance, when I'm sleeping and my dreams are being invaded, like I had dreams so many times about Burger King and some of the employees, like around Burger King, and somebody saying or talking about beef or steak or something. This is something like that. It was not a long time ago, about 2 weeks ago. I meant to document it, but I didn't have time. Like I think it was a visual of a steak, beef or something like that, and I saw some of the employees, like James, black male. He's the one that told me he was in the army, and he might be still connected to the army. Phyllis, many times. Right, she's the one that I think her husband was in the Navy, but I'm not sure. And then Thomas, even I had a dream about some of the owners, a few, and I woke up, opened my eyes real quick. These are forced dreams. I'm not accusing Burger King. I'm just giving you an example. So these same things can be repeated. A black Negro just drove by in a police car. Female black Negro. Anyway. So what I realized, Dwayne, that literally they don't bother me. They don't stress me out. And I say black Negro because unless she say I claim a nationality, according to constitutional law, that's what she is, a black Negro with a police car, that's driving a police car with a gun. I just want to tell you that these visuals and these replicated thoughts. Sometimes when I'm at American Independence Day, I would hear someone say police. I used to hear that a lot. Police, especially when the Bass Elite Bay was there. Military. I told you about hearing someone say Burger King. I don't know why. I just wanted to give testimony. So I think it has a lot to do with food, meditation, stretching, because the rest of the community that are telepathic, they tuning in and they see it being done. They're looking at it, they're witnessing the invasion of thoughts. But, and I'm pretty sure because they have the code of telepathy, they're like, I would think, I'm glad I don't have to experience that. But I would rather experience this and be able to learn a remedy from it, get mental strong, than before I accept anything that's dealing with slavery. And before I accept anything in reference to a code that's dealing with slavery, slave breeding, and bondage. Okay? And that's exactly how, I would rather walk and experience sharp pains before I lay down. As much I would try my best to. Islam, there's always a limit, some people say. And many have died for the spirit of freedom. But I would rather walk with sharp pains before I lay down and be a slave, or in the middle of a slave breeding population, or be slave bred willingly in my righteous state of mind. And in order for that to happen to me, that means I have been mentally broken down, mentally possessed. So I would rather experience this and figure out a remedy, a formula, before I accept a code that's obviously they have used to abuse. They use it to abuse the population. It's not ifs, ands, buts about it. They use this science for bondage. Islam, for slave, to make those into slaves. So anyway, yeah. So as I was talking, a police car drove by with a black Negro female driving it. She looked like the same black Negro that came in Burger King's drive-thru this morning, and was talking to the manager, Miss Phyllis. And I was hearing Miss Phyllis say something. I don't know what she was saying about. I don't know. Anyway, I'll talk to you later. Bye.